All right, so in the last episode, Heist, we talked about switchbacks and how we should all praise the switchback Lord and Savior, Sir Switchback, a lot. And
Yes.
yes. So you insisted that the switchback was in fact slower, and so now we've got 2 trains here, both loaded with some supplies for the coal mine, identical loads, and we're going to race from the smelter all the way to the coal mine and see who gets there first. I'm going to go the switchback way, and you're not going to go the switchback way. Now, we've done the tonnage math, and your train will potentially have to double the hill with the helper. We're not exactly sure.
I missed by 3,000 pounds, so if I goof up with the climax, or if the hill is long enough, I'm not going to make it up it in one shot.
Well, it's 10% the whole way for that top section, so I mean...
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah, so I'm going to race up the switchback. Now, unfortunately, the switchback still isn't fixed yet, so it's still going to be 7 switches. So
you're going to end up in the wrong direction. That's fine.
But it's the GOAT, so like it's a symmetrical pusher. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, doesn't track any different one way versus
so how
the other.
How do you want to do this start? I don't know how to
I mean, I thought originally that we were going to be pinned in together and stuff, and then have to.
Well, yeah, but I wanted
do
to
that,
this face off. Like, imagine.
This is cool. The face off is a vibe.
Let me intimidate you with my.
Oh, he's got a deeper whistle than me. Oh, hang on. What if?
No. See, like, hold on. No. Yeah, well, watch this. Watch the. Oh wait, I was trying to do a burnout. Can't do a burnout. Hold on.
You can't do burnouts.
I can't do burnouts. Okay. Well, yeah. How do you want to do this? Let's just count it in. Let's just go for it.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, I was putting fire in the firebox. What a cheat.
Oh, I had the bar in the reverse anyways, so it didn't make a difference.
Look, I take off so much faster than you.
Good God, you've got all of the acceleration in the world in that thing. But I've got all the speed, which is probably actually going to be a problem.
Just sit back now and relax. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, I've got to just make sure that I don't bin it super hard.
I feel like part of your requirement too is you have to finish at the coal mine, but you have to put your helper back because that's something you have to do.
You're adding rules after we've started it.
Well, no, I think because if you think of the race with the switchback, I don't have to put the helper back with the thing. You're not just gonna leave the helper up at the 10%.
Is the race the operation of the road engine, or is it the operation of the helper?
Well, the race is the operation of manning the switchback versus not manning the switchback.
Well, yes, but in the Smells Like Kenosha incident of 1936, the train still went on to go deliver its cargo despite 346 eating it on the way down and then destroying itself. Didn't matter that the helper didn't make it back. The cargo still got delivered.
Yeah, but I think you gotta. If we want to do a true fair comparison, you're gonna have so much time. It doesn't even matter. I'm probably gonna hit the switchback, and you're gonna be like, I'm already at the coal mine.
We're gonna have to see. It is longer for Con. Your run is physically longer. I don't know. Maybe we could figure out the actual route miles after the fact, but it's definitely longer to get to the switchback.
Yeah, I gotta go all the way up this like smelter spiral just to get back up like this. I'm still on the 2% smelter hill. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And like I'm full regging it, but like it's.
Yeah, you still look like you're at the smelter. You haven't even left, and I'm already an eighth of the way there.
How far are you? If I check, oh God, you're pretty far.
I'm trying to.
I guess the other argument that we could have done here, we both started at the smelter because obviously we loaded up all the beams at the lumber first, then we came down to the smelter, got the rails, and then we were like, okay, we'll start at the smelter. But if we were to really compare this, I might make more sense to start at the lumber mill because I would go to the smelter first and then the lumber mill, whereas you would go to the lumber mill first and then the smelter.
Oh, right. We could have done it that way, and then we would have had to meet each other or something.
Yeah, if we were thinking about actual like route planning, but I mean, we'll see how far. I still think you're gonna win, but I don't know how much.
Yeah, I've got no honest clue, and I think it's gonna be entirely dependent on whether or not I decide to bin it today. So
yeah, that's the risk you have to take. I'm just gonna full reg it the whole way there.
With the new chuffs on the Glenbrook, the sounds are no longer the same. Like it's not spicy chuffs when you can derail. It still sounds like the slower chuffs. So I don't know. I don't know how fast I can go. And man, the client-side glitches are not giving me any confidence. My tender just did 2 kick flips, but it looks like it's actually still on the track. So
client-side tenders are
they are a special breed. Yeah.
Yeah, they behave very interesting compared to every other client-side object.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just the tenders, man, that do the weird things. Someone asked me to ask something, but I don't. I have time. I'm just gonna see if I alt tab.
Leave it full reg. Leave it full reg, and then go get the questions. And
yeah, well, that's just it, because it's like I just need to alt tab, and that's pretty much it. Hold on, what is the?
Mikali has a tutorial on his YouTube on how to keep the game audio playing when you alt tab. There's a simple thing that you can change.
That's
FYI.
That's great, but like I don't. It doesn't matter to me. Oh, there was some. Okay, yeah, okay. Have you heard of Cheat Mountain and the West Virginia Pulp and Paper Company?
I have not. I have not heard of this.
Apparently they use switchbacks and shays up 10%.
Oh, is this the modern day Cassinic Railroad?
I don't know, but that's what they did. They used switchbacks and shays up 10% for a pulp and paper company.
Okay. I know in West Virginia there's still the Cassinic Railroad that runs a bunch of gigantic shays and Heislers and Climaxes and stuff.
So what makes a shay? The fact that it's just got the pistons mounted on the side, or is it the manufacturer? Is it the
oh goodness, shays were made by Lima, the manufacturer, but I think it was patented by a man named Shay, if I'm recalling right.
What's the patent on the cylinder?
The setup of the gear shaft and drivetrain and everything, as far as I know, because there's a very, very similar type of locomotive. Yes.
He patented so.
I think so. I can't recall the exact details.
Like a 3-wheel car. It's like,
well,
nobody wants this.
I don't know.
Patent it anyway.
I don't know exactly what it is, because there is a sister locomotive to the Shay called the Willamette, which was made by the Willamette Locomotive Works, which was basically an improved version of the Shay, making a bunch of like nice quality of life changes, because the Shays were really designed to be super stupid cheap early on. So
did they keep the cylinders on the side?
They did, but they made them make a little bit more sense. So I mean, I appreciate the Willamette, because on the Shay, one of the set of 3 cylinders is reversed so that it's backwards.
Right.
And then the other 2 are forwards, and then they're usually not superheated, though later ones were. And then I think they also were not piston valve usually, and Willamette made all of those improvements on every one that they made, so the Willamettes are generally regarded as better. But anyway, same thing. Good God, the Climax just vomits smoke.
How far are you? Oh, you're at the helper station?
Yeah, we're past. I've got the Climax on the train. We are heading up the 6.5%, and I'm worried that the Glenbrook is going to shove through me and cause an ES&D before we get on the grade here.
That's good. That's good. I'm really hoping for the ESP.
Oh, the Climax is real jiggly, man. We're going fast, and I can't see the valley anymore because it's just turned black.
Perfect. I'm just pulling up to the freight depot now.
Okay.
Like, I'm not there yet. I'm about to, I'm rounding the last corner to the freight depot. This would be a much different race, too, if we didn't have speed limits, but then we'd have to kind of pick our engines better. I mean, you have the Glenbrook, which obviously is the fastest, but, you also got the highest chance of binning it, so...
Right. It's a min-max kind of situation, and I don't know, man. I'm using the sand on the Climax right now, and I'm thinking that maybe I shouldn't.
You need it for the 10%.
I'm gonna need it for the 10%. We slowed down a bunch when we got on the 6.5.
You're gonna have some real problems. You're definitely doubling it if you run out of sand.
That's for sure. Yeah.
Man, I'm still only at the freight depot. This is unfortunate.
I didn't even check if there was sand, if I'm honest. So I probably should have done that. But it's a race. We got places to be, man.
All right, I gotta check. There was a question that I do remember reading this morning, and I was like, I need to remember what this is, and then I of course forgot it, and now here we are.
Such is life. It's fine.
Yeah, such is life. It's oh man.
The amount of smoke that the Climax puts out. Just put the shovel down, man. Seriously.
I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. I need to start writing stuff down, Heis. That
does help. Today. Yes.
I should have a document and just copy and paste stuff to it whenever it comes up. Because I was reading through my comments on my phone earlier, and I was like, oh, this is a great question to ask Heist. I'll definitely totally remember this.
Right.
And then 5 minutes later,
That
it's
is
like, yeah, well,
the folly of checking comments on the phone is that like
Yeah.
if you don't, there's no good way to screenshot nicely, and yeah.
yeah, I was like, oh, I'm definitely going to remember this. And it was like, nope, definitely don't. So good for me. And now it's like trying to find it again. And oh, god dang it.
It's fine. It's fine. How's your race going over there, Bucko?
I literally haven't done anything, but like I've just been sitting here full regged the whole time. I'm passing the hump yard right now, actually.
Okay. It's passing the hump. Yeah, I can see. Actually, the funny thing is on the map, we're at almost the same elevation,
Yeah, we've been we're like,
and I'm going the wrong direction
you're
at the
going the
present
wrong
moment.
Wait, what climb are you on?
I am
right now?
still on the 6.5%. I haven't quite made it to the iron mine.
Okay.
We are
Alright.
slow going up this thing, and I've just got
That's
the
good.
Glenbrook wide the heck open back there.
Yeah, I still think you're gonna beat me, but again, you gotta, I don't know, you gotta bring that helper back. I feel like that's gotta be part of your requirement.
As long as I
doing a
can bring it back with the Glenbrook and yeet it off the side of the canyon, going 100 mile an hour, and then just re-rail it into the shed, right? That counts.
I don't think that counts.
Are you sure?
I feel like logistically on the railroad, if there, can you imagine?
That is
how we would never expand if there was actual maintenance on engines. We would be so broke from repairing engines and cars. Like we'd have like 3 log cars, and it's like, guys, you've been playing for 6 days. Like, what's wrong? And it's like, well, we still can't afford anything because we bid it at least once every time we go to do something.
I was gonna say that in revenue service, the crap has yeeted the Glenbrook off the side of the railroad and re-railed it lower down the railroad. So it
That's
has
true,
been used as a method of moving a locomotive. So I mean, it seems valid to me. Just saying.
Has there ever been a time in history that you've known of where like a locomotive was just so like, I mean, there's got to be cases where the locomotive is so wrecked. What happens like if you can't put it back on the rails? Do they load the locomotive onto like another flatbed, like a flat car or something, and drag it off? Like
Yep.
when engines are completely wrecked. Or do
That's what happened to 346 in 1936 with the Smells Like Kenosha incident. Like,
they just put it onto a big flat train car and
yep.
like, craned it onto a flat train
It
car
and the
then drag
bits
it away?
went on flat cars and got drug away because her frame was ruined. The tram, I mean, everything was
Do they
bad.
cut it up at all, like when they're out there? Or they just kind of like,
I am sure that they had to do some amount of unspaghettiing up there, yes.
wow,
All right,
that's crazy.
I'm on the 10%. I'm on the sand. I'm on 100 on both locomotives.
Are you making it? You're 3,000 pounds short. I really hope you have to double the hill.
Yeah,
I think you
we
can
are
get
we are slowing down pretty quick here.
That's
So
good.
we're just gonna
It's gonna
see.
burn through all your sand.
Just gonna see what happens here.
I'm like just about to pass. I'm just about to pass the switch right before the hill.
Okay.
Yeah, right before the switchback. I'm about to pass the. Yeah, I'm passing the first switch right now that like is gonna go to the oil refinery eventually, but right now goes nowhere.
Okay, I get you. I saw you on the map.
Yeah, just about to pass that, and then I'm on to the switchback section, which it's crazy that it starts this far out. I gotta obviously add that extra switchback, which will change all this, but
Man,
yeah,
we're
I'm on the first climb. I'm starting the 2%.
I don't know what to tell you, Con, but we pretty much like slowed down to not even a crawl, but like a fast walking pace, and we're
Still moving?
just making the hill. Like
What happens if you run out of sand, though?
then we're gonna ES&D, I think, because I'm gonna have to recover the slip, start over on the hill, and then I'll be like stuck with 90% reg climax, which is
Well,
not
you'll just
gonna
have
be
to
enough.
Tie the brakes in your last car and
Yeah.
unhook it.
Unfortunately, though, I think I'm on the transition 8.5% section now. So,
wow, so he's gonna make it with one shot.
so just one shot. Yeah, the
Oh,
math
no.
said it wasn't gonna work,
This
but
is why we needed longer trains. We need more cars.
we need more cars so that
This
it
is a
makes
better-
more
this is
sense
a
to
better
use
test
COD
when-
switchbacks.
Well, you need to be forced to double the hill. That's the problem, you know.
Yeah, without me doubling the hill, this is like
Yeah.
no contest. Yeah.
I feel like without you doubling the hill, there's no way. But you know, take that helper back and get that part.
Yeah,
in
we'll
the-
we'll,
in
we'll
the-
see how that goes. All right, the
Yeah.
climax is up and over the summit now. Turning off the reg, turning off the sand, and now I'm gonna run from the Glenbrook.
Okay, well, I'm literally not even at the first switch yet. Still going, like, I'm on the 2%. I've been on the 2% for, man, 2% is so shallow, though. I'm just, like, I'm full speed constantly.
Oh, I believe it.
But
Hey, Con.
I
Hey,
haven't
Con.
even hit the first switch. Yeah, did you make it? Oh, are you up there? I can hear you, but I can't see you.
I was wondering if you'd be able to hear the whistle from down there.
Yeah, I hear you. I just don't see it.
I have absolutely no chance in heck of you ever, or me ever seeing you. So yeah, I just went.
Yeah.
I'm over your line, so I'm beating you to the converging switch. So I know that I'm beating you to the coal mine, but can
Yeah.
I beat you back with the helper? That's the question.
Yeah, well, go park your engine at the coal mine too in one of those lanes too. Like that's part of and then see if you can make it back.
Just have to see. It's gonna be fun. It's been fun so
I will
far.
say, if you had to double the hill, this would be a lot closer. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm gonna be that far back, but
Yeah, the thing with doubling the hill with this alignment is that the run is so long to the passing track where you can set out a load, right? Like, it's not just like doubling the hill. There's no passing track at the summit, so it's like doubling the hill and part of the downhill because that's what you have to do.
I need to figure out the timing in which I can like slam the reg into full 100% reverse and then get off like the switch.
Just get it
and then
perfect.
Get it perfect. Like I need longer lanes. If I had 300-meter lanes, this would be a lot less sketchy because then you could just do that. But like right now, if I bonk too hard, it's game over, right? So I have to like get the value just absolutely perfect, which I clearly did not do.
I'm now going fast enough to melt the climax's everything, so that's fun.
Nice. I'm going up the first switch now. I've made it through the first switch.
I have a feeling that I'm going to be able to get the climax back, like, in time.
Yeah, but then you have to remember you got to walk back. There's no such thing as no. I'm just kidding.
There's no such thing as teleports.
Hey man, we're trying to test the legitimacy of switchbacks. Okay, I'm really trying to push Team Switchback here, but there's not a lot of winning arguments on this side.
No, there isn't. I could have told you
really
that.
isn't. There are more arguments on the yeet the train off the mountain and re-rail it side than there are for the switchback side. We
That
could have
is
literally made a diving
very
board
true.
off the top, like a diving board, and then just a rail at the bottom, and like
That's a
you
fun
yeet your
idea.
whole-
I support
you
this
yeet your whole
idea.
train and then just re-rail it every time, right? Like it'd be faster than doing the whole switchback.
It would be. Well,
It's
I'm
kind of sad.
overshooting the first unload here, which is a bummer, but it's fine.
Well, actually, it's only when I go the one way that it's a problem. When I'm going the opposite direction where my engine is ahead of all the cars, it's really easy because I'm at the switch. I just slam the
Right,
brake,
you
slam the
just
reverse,
jump off.
jump
Yeah,
off, flick it. It's once the other way, I gotta time it for 6 cars, which is
that's a challenge, that's for sure.
yeah. I love the switchback though. I don't care what you say.
No,
All you
I love
switchback haters.
the the vibe of it and seeing it, like, and the fact that you put so much effort into it. I love that, but the operation of it, yeah, no, I'm not a huge fan. It's fine.
Let's go the other. Okay, so if you're doing a switchback in real life, right?
Right.
You're keeping your engine constantly fired, and then I guess it doesn't. The engine doesn't really care because it's working no matter what. It's just which direction the Johnson bar's in, right? Like you're
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, whatever. And then you have got to keep the water relatively high because when you're going backwards, you don't want to uncover anything. Like, that would be the whole-
Precisely. You gotta have the water so that it's able to be high enough in either direction, which, depending on the
How
switchbacks,
do
can
you
get
know that?
really interesting.
Like your water glass, right, is on the back of the boiler.
Yep.
But it won't show you how much the hill is affecting your water level, right? Like
It will, because of the water sloshes, and so it reads differently with the same volume of water, uphill, downhill, flat.
and you just have to kind of get a feel for that and like your engine and what's a bad level.
You got to know the
that-
territory. You got to get the feel for it. You got to know, okay, this is how much it changes with this much
Is there
grade
like
change.
a critical warning on the gauge? It's like, hey, if you go below this, you're dead. Like, is that?
Yes. Not on the
As-
gauge, but actually on the boiler itself, there's a tag that says high point of crown sheet, which is how
Right.
high the water is, and or how high the top of the firebox is at the front of the firebox, which is its highest point, if I'm remembering my everything correctly here. The fun thing with that is that the water glass bottom is significantly higher than that. So I think legally it needs to be like 3 or 3.5 inches above
So basically,
that.
if you don't see water on the water glass, fire up the injectors and get you need a lot more water into the thing.
Potentially. One of the other dangers is that you can scar the crown sheet. You can overheat it, but not so much that it breaks. And then you give it a cold slug of water, and then the cold slug of water
Oh, it just
hits
breaks it,
and insta breaks it. So it's like, it's one of those things where you got to be really nuanced about it, because sometimes the answer isn't more water, but
Have you ever
it usually
seen a
is.
crown sheet failure? Like not
No.
necessarily when you're up.
Not
You've never seen it?
I've seen pictures. I've seen, that sort of stuff. And there's not really video of one, like, of the detail of it happening. There are videos of, like, they blew up this train for a movie and you watch the steam escape everywhere and stuff, and it's like, okay, the boiler failed somehow. But there's no like, oh yeah, this is what happened. So yeah, I've never seen like an actual failure. I've seen the pictures of the most recent almost boiler explosion that was back in the 1990s, and yeah, that's not pretty.
So if the crown sheet fails, right, you're gonna have a ton of water come pouring into the firebox, which
A
is
ton of
just gonna
steam, yeah, because it's
a ton of steam, right?
Yeah.
And then it's gonna like instant flash.
yes. Well, yeah,
like,
because
the
you're
most-
no longer under pressure, so you no longer have
so
the
it's just gonna
thermodynamic.
barrel. Like it's just gonna force steam out through the firebox into like
Rid-
the locomotive. cab and,
Redonkulously,
like,
yeah, and I mean,
Yeah.
realistically, what happens is you basically turn into a steam-powered trebuchet, because
Right.
the boiler is only affixed to the frame at the front. It's only rigidly mounted. That's the only fixed
and now
connection
you've created a thrust point at the back.
at the back. So it basically
Oh, perfect.
slingshots around it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Oh, look, I've made a smoke screen. I forgot that you can't go
So
full
like
reg on
what
the
you're
climax.
saying is right. What you're saying is if I'm getting this right, okay, we need to make a Fast and the Furious train movie, okay? And like that scene in that most recent Fast and Furious movie, because like the cars don't matter anymore. Like
Right.
first of all, in the first movie, he kicks like the base plate out of the passenger side, because like that's a thing, I guess.
Right.
I don't know why that was there, but it was. And in like one of the movies, he pulls like the carb off the engine or something, and that magically makes it go faster in reverse because like transmissions don't exist.
Right.
Anyway, we need to make a steam train racing movie, right? And
Okay.
at one point in time, the guy opens the boiler up, drops the pressure, blows the bottom of the boiler firebox out, and then steam comes jetting out the back, and his train turns into a rocket ship, and he goes faster down the track because of the steam jet.
So it's like the end of the movie Red Line, when Sweet JP's Trans Am is basically just a rolling explosion, and that's why it's so fast.
Yeah, exactly. But with a steam train.
With a
So,
steam
like,
train,
just
okay.
be like, oh man, we gotta. So he just like opens up all the cylinder cocks, and all the boiler drain plugs, pulls the boiler drain plugs, and then as the boiler's like draining out, it goes and explodes, and like then the fire doors blast open, and then and then the train just rockets off on the steam jet, and everyone's like, whoa, man, I can't believe you won that train race, like.
your locomotive is now kaput, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's fun. Man, this is a great movie idea. $1 million idea
Dude,
there.
yeah. Let me know. I'll consult on it, Hollywood.
Yeah,
I'm here for it.
We need to get some financial.
I'm gonna say that
backups.
everything is wrong, and then you're gonna have Michael Bay do lines of cocaine, and then everything will
It doesn't
explode,
matter,
and it'll be
yeah.
great.
It doesn't matter if everything's wrong, as long as it's proper.
Right. That's how that works.
As long as it looks good for the cameras, like that's the key.
Right.
Physics doesn't matter, right? Like that's
It's true, particularly in movies.
yeah.
Counter thrust, Con. You got to give it the counter thrust.
Oh no, that'll be a whole other scene. That'll be Too Fast, Too Furious, or Train Fast, Train Furious 2, Back on Track. I've already got the sequels lined up. I figured it out. Can you imagine if someone tried to make like a dead serious train racing movie, but like it was like they're all street racers, but like they're talking about their locomotives?
That would be so
Oh,
on the
man.
nose, stupid. You're giving me ideas for my YouTube channel that are
That'd be
too
like, they're like dead
too
serious.
much.
Like, yeah, man, I just got the 32 inches. The drivers, I got the 32-inch drivers. It's like, what are you running? 260? No, man, I'm on a 280 now. Big block,
He's got the big block. Yeah, that would be. I would love to do something like that. That would be just. That's so much effort to make
It would
happen,
be
but
so
that'd be hilarious.
bad. It would be so bad, man. We can do it, man. We just got to go to Hollywood, right? We'll fly to LA. We'll pitch this to some guy, you know, and they'll make it into a movie. I've seen worse stuff on Netflix. Okay,
That's
so,
true.
Like,
You know, there's some bad stuff on Netflix, man. You want to see some real bad quality, like C, D, F tier movies? Go to Amazon Prime Video, and like,
Oh, yeah?
there is some tragically bad stuff in there that is.
you brought your helper back yet?
so
Like, where
bad.
Are you at with that?
I don't know where you at.
I'm on the final switch. I don't know where you're at.
I am.
Yeah, but is that? Are you done, or are you like? Are you
Can
still,
you can hear me? You could hear
I
me?
can hear you, but I can't see you.
Well, we're about to have a meet, I think, my friend.
oh, that's exciting.
See, maybe. No, I can't see you. Bummer.
No, I can't see you.
You're on the last switch.
I figured out the reverse time.
I'm on the high bridge. I'm on the high bridge.
I see you up there moving. That's on your way back to the helper station.
Yep.
Bro, I'm gonna beat you.
You're gonna beat me back
I'm
to
gonna
the coal
beat you
mine.
to the
Yeah.
Coal mine. Oh, let's go.
I unloaded,
Switchbacks,
like-
team switchback.
I mean, I unloaded like probably 7 minutes before you're gonna unload, but that's fine.
Wait, you already unloaded?
Oh
so I
yeah,
have
the
to go unload to
Glenbrook's
make
already
this.
parked in a siding with its cars, and it's unloaded.
Is the
And
unload lane free?
unload lane is free. You're not lined for it, so you're gonna have to line your last switch in. But
Oh my
the climax
God.
is really slow, and I didn't feel like trying to chase after it after I lined a switch for you. So
That sounds good. Let's see. It's gonna be close. Team switchback. Team switchback. If you had to double the hill, man.
if I had to
we had
double the
longer-
hill,
If we had double these trains, like 12-car trains each, I could have done this in the same time I'm doing it now, and
it
you
would have been a
had
lot
double the hill.
longer. Yeah.
See, that's the proof that the switchback is not as useless as you think.
Well, we'll have to try it with a longer train at some point too.
Once we get some money, yeah.
However, I happen to know from our tests on the good old Hope, Pray, and Suffer that the Climax is the most stable locomotive downhill. So we're just no breaking this thing, man. Or actually, we're breaking this
Wait.
thing. We're breaking this thing. Okay.
Did you bin it?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know
You're
what
just
you're on
gonna-
about.
You're just gonna re-rail.
Dunk. That's fine. No, I re-railed right where I derailed-ish. I mean, like, within, like, 50 feet. But, yeah, I was thinking on the Hope, Pray, and Suffer, which was our live stream hardcore map game, and I don't know how this is running. Okay, that's fine. High tree. It's fine. I guess we're facing this way now. That's fine. Oh, God. Get me in. Oh, God. Okay. That was almost dangerous. Anyways, we found out that on the 6% line that we had down from the logging camp, you could no break the Climax, and it could go like 30 or 40 miles an hour without derailing. And I'm proving right now.
Was it a perfectly straight line?
No, it was curved and everything, and it had like some 30-meter radius curves. I did
Weird.
just prove, however, several times over that that doesn't work on the 10%, but you know, it's fine. When I get on the 6.5%, just like this, dunk
Did
maybe.
you just like re-rail yourself down the mountain? It
I
feels
don't,
like
I don't know what you're talking about.
feels like
I don't know what
feels
you're
like
talking
you
about.
might have re-railed yourself
I don't
down
know
the
what you're-
mountain a little bit.
No, definitely. Everything's normal. We're running the train. It's fine.
I don't know. I'm
I
sensing
definitely
some
didn't,
gluing.
It's
Wait,
it's
do you
fine.
not- am I not lined? Oh, I'm not lined. God dang it. The worst part is the coal mine, like, you come down with such momentum off the 3% that to get lined, like, you'd have to, you know what I mean?
Right. You really have to. You have to have
have
somebody
to,
at the
like,
mine
ho-
lining it for you.
Yeah, you have to have already lined it before you show up. Which is unfortunate, so I'm just gonna
All right.
climb it back up.
I'm gonna no break it on the 6.5% now.
Oh god. Alright, I'm a ton of rag here.
Oh. It's fine. It's fine. Ah! What in the physics? What?
Sounds fine. It really sounds. It really sounds fine. Are you rushing? Are you rushing there, Heist? You probably should not rush so much. You know, if you were
I don't
driving
know
slower,
what happened there. I think the re-rail tool procced at the same time that I got into the driving UI, and it just yeeted me into space.
Okay.
But I still had the Climax re-railed, so pay no attention to the fact that it's now facing the wrong direction in the shed, but helpers put away, bud.
But yeah, but I feel
But
like you didn't go down,
what?
I feel like you didn't go down the 10%.
I went
feel
down
like
the 10%. I went down. Can guarantee that I went down.
something. I don't know if it was.
Look, you're not even unloading yet, bro.
It's because someone didn't leave the switch line.
That's
bro.
not in our timetable, bro. It's not a requirement.
Yeah, just don't ever line the industry properly. All right, you know what? I will concede that if you don't have to double the hill, the 10% is faster. However, I feel like if we had twice the loads and
That
you
would
had
make
to double
it
the hill,
that would make it very interesting, very
that
fast.
would make
yeah.
it very quick for Switchback team. But either, what is that?
I guess we both pressed enter on it
Both are there
because I'm standing here in it. I mean, I
for you. Oh, I guess I should probably make sure I'm working for you, right?
You
Well, it
should.
doesn't matter. I think I just got that car for
you,
myself.
you got one set of beam.
Oh no, it still says I'm not employed by you. Dang it, dang it,
Con,
dang it.
we need to buy trains, Con.
Well, we can't afford it anyway. Now I'm employed by you. Okay.
Oh,
well,
okay, that's fine.
I got 2 cars of beams now. I'm sorry.
How dare you?
I have $303. I could buy another car or something.
You could buy another tier 2 car. Very exciting.
All right. Well,
Boom.
that
All
was
right, we're
exciting.
unloaded. I have $3,357, so I would have had... Oh, hang on. You still have one more car. I have $3,429. So had you unloaded that one other car into my wallet, we would have had $3,500, which I think is enough to buy something. So you
it's
goofed
enough
it,
to buy a
Con.
Mosca. You could have bought the
You
Mosca.
goofed it. We could have had the
Uh,
Mosca next episode, but
No,
no.
the Mosca's 3,600. You wouldn't have had enough.
Oh, okay. Well, close.
Well, yeah, it was close. How much coal do we got? We got a lot of coal.
Probably.
Well, we got 147 coal. All right. Well, GG. Good race. That was close. Okay, we'll once I fix up the alignment thing, you get like 200-300 meter, heads on it. I don't know, drill tracks, I guess, whatever.
Whatever
So
they're
once
called.
What they called?
Switchbacks? I don't know. I assume.
Switchback? Oh, you don't actually
Like the
have a term.
actual... No, I don't actually have a term for that off the top of my head.
Anyway, yeah, once I get like 300 meter switchback sections or whatever, and then, we get some more cars, we'll have to do that test again. There'll be 8 switchbacks instead of 7. However, if you have to double the hill, I feel like, Team Switchback might come through. But let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure, of course, you check out Heise's channel, link in the description. And like, subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.